Hi, this is Caddy Man. Welcome to the life and times of Caddy Man 417. Hey! Let me tell you how this all started. 6 months ago, I was working out in the gym. I was going in every day, just like I had for decades. I was going in doing the same routines, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Same routine Tuesday and Thursday. I've been doing this for years. Okay? Thought I was working out pretty hard. Of course, having succumbed to some injuries, I had to change my workout somewhat, but still basically did the same workouts that I had been doing for years and years. Okay. Wasn't working. Gaining weight. Couldn't lose weight. Couldn't do any changes because got hurt. Couldn't run. Couldn't do much cardio. Was doing the Stairmaster. But just really wasn't making much headway. Okay, thought I was working out hard, but just really wasn't. See, I've been competitive all my life. Been involved in athletics since I can remember. Even to this day, I still even bowl. But had always been very competitive, and my job is very competitive. I am a salesman, have been at the same dealership for 33 years, been very successful. Very competitive. That's my lifestyle. Also, I have suffered from obsessive compulsive disorder. Some people call it OCD for short, which I'm going to myself. Had suffered for this my entire life. It had gotten completely out of control. I had been diagnosed with it 16 years ago and had been taking some meds for it, but they weren't working. Guess after a long period of time, the meds just don't work anymore. And so my life was out of control. I was in the depths of hell, as they would say. I'd even had a heart attack 6 months later, or 6 months earlier, and they couldn't even explain how I had because I had no high blood pressure, no symptoms whatsoever, but yet I had one. It was weird. Everything was just out of control. I was looking, searching, trying to find answers. And then you know what happened? COVID-19. What a joke. COVID-19 came to rescue me. Now, by no means do I want to belittle the fact that COVID-19 is a very dangerous disease because it has taken the lives of many people. I understand that. And I feel sorry for the people that have lost family members, friends, acquaintances to this dreaded disease. So that's why it's kind of ironic that it came to rescue me. And that's another thing. How can a disease rescue you? Well, because COVID changed my life. You see, by having OCD, you are a creature of habit. Not only are you a creature of habit, you do things day in, day out, same way, same time, no variation. You think if you vary, bad things will happen. So, you are so rigid in your activities and your lifestyle that you will not change because you've been doing it that way for so long and you're actually afraid of change. change frightens you. If you've seen the movie Groundhog Day, I made that look like I don't know what. And that was kind of the joke all the time. People would say, "How's it going?" "Well, it's Groundhog Day, same thing. Get up, go to work, do the same thing, get up, go home, eat dinner, talk to the wife, watch a little TV, go to bed, start over again, blah, blah, blah. Day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out. No change." Well, guess what? I had to have change. Because why? I had no work, no gym, no bars to go to for happy hour. Couldn't take my wife out to any kind of restaurants. I mean, we couldn't do anything. Everything is shut down completely. What was I going to do? Well, as I'm making the trip home from calling my wife saying, "We're on our way home. They've sent us. We don't know how long it'll be, but they said we'll be back to work. We might be called back in. They don't know. Blah, blah, blah." So as I get home and I get out of the car, my wife is waiting for me. Now, being a workaholic, I'm not used to missing work. I'm not used to being home at the time I was home at. And actually, I wasn't used to my wife meeting me inside the garage. My wife came up to me and said, "You have come home to my house. You're never going to want to leave again." Those words have been impressed on my mind since the day she spoke them to me. I did not realize the impact it would make on my life, myself, my family, everything. But I would learn, as you will too, by hearing my story. Now, you got to remember, this is a person that's gotten up diligently for years and years and gone to the gym the next day. Well, guess what? The gym is closed. Caddyman has nowhere to go. So Caddyman is really a nervous wreck. He's got this built up energy. He's used to going to the gym and working it off. And he's at home. Not only can he not go to the gym, he can't even go to work. So my beautiful wife says, "I'm going to teach you life. You're going to share life." Okay, sounds great. What time does it open? She goes, "Funny, real funny. No, you're going to work out with me and do what I do." Really? You want me to do yoga? Yoga. Now, this is a guy that's done nothing but pounded metal his entire life. I mean, that's all I've done is jack up the metal, and I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I'd live and die with it, and I would told people that I would lift weights until I couldn't do them anymore, until I couldn't even get in a wheelchair. Well, guess what? Boy, was I in for a rude awakening. Also, this is someone who was as stiff as a board. My flexibility was on a scale of 1 to 10 was -5. Terrible. So, my wife starts me out on a regimen of yoga, followed by cardio. After that, a meditation period, followed by prayers. Now, my wife has been following this practice for years. Didn't even know it because I was never here to see it. She always told me she did, but until you see it go through it, you don't realize how tough that is. It doesn't sound tough, but let me tell you, hard. Hard, hard, hard. Was in for a rude awakening of how far I was out of shape, especially when it came to using my own body weight, stretching, the positions. I was lost. I couldn't do anything. But after a few weeks, I started getting pretty good at it, or at least I felt like I made a bunch of progress. During this time before then, my wife and I had actually started taking dance lessons, and that had kind of helped. But with the COVID, we'd had to quit those. So I had kind of gotten into doing some different things, but this was really different for me. So after this, doing this yoga, doing the cardio, the meditation, and the praying, I actually started losing weight. I tightened up. I made my flexibility so much better. It's unbelievable. I could actually touch the floor. I could actually walk up and down stairs. Yeah, without my knees feeling like they were going to buckle every step. Without having to take one step at a time. I could bend over and touch the floor. Last time I touched the floor is when I'd fallen. Then, not only that, I could get up off the floor by myself without having to push off on a table, without having to have someone help me up. I could do it. I had actually made lots of progress. And actually, I couldn't believe how much I felt better mentally. Yes, as they say in yoga, I had become one with life and with the universe. That sounds silly. I thought it was silly until I lived it, and it was true. I even started watching a guru called Sadhguru, and his teachings and his sayings made perfectly good sense. Well, gosh, maybe there is more to life. Maybe I'm the one that's been missing the boat. Well, guess what? I was the one missing the boat. So during this time also, I had extra time. My wife said, hey, why don't you make a video since you're at home to send out to your customers so they don't forget about you, and it's a way to keep your face in front of them. You don't have to talk about cars, just talk about anything. Just talk about what you're doing at the house. Talk about your new yoga. Talk about anything. Just try to be funny. You're good at that and you like to yap, so why don't you do that? I said, okay, let's try it. Well, guess what? I did like it. My customers did too. It was fun. She liked it. I liked it. So we started trying to expand upon it. She said, how about this? Let's do some recipes. I said, well, I can't cook. I can grill, but I can't cook. She goes, hey, that's what makes it funny, is you don't know how to cook. But you can follow directions, can't you? Oh yeah, I'm good at following directions. Well then, I'll make the recipes. You just put them together and be yourself and be funny. Well, that's what I started doing. And guess what? People did think I was funny. My customers liked them. My friends liked them. It got to be kind of a fun thing to do. So that's why I'm continuing to do this. But also, I want to help people. People with OCD, and to show people that if I can do this, anybody can do it. If I can overcome these parts of my life, anybody can. Because believe me, I'm nothing special. But I'm going to tell you about my life. I'm going to tell you about different things that happen. I'm going to give you recipes. I'm going to do lots of different things. I'm going to try to make you laugh, cry, and wonder, did this all really happen? Is this guy for real? Yes, it did, and yes, he is. I'm here to tell the whole world my story and to make it very interesting. So please go to Caddyman417 on YouTube and see all my videos and get a good laugh and a little chuckle, and come back and listen to the podcast. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.